awesome. Love it.
Oh yeah, they really did make a lot of changes to the format.
Yeah, the formatting is definitely different.
He said it ended up adding like 4 pages, but it's not because there's any more rules. It's just because he's
Because yeah,
right.
he made
Although
it
it does mean though that every time we refer to a page number, we have to be sure we're on the same version.
right.
Well, and I'm going to be getting Battles of Quebec. The shipping notice said it would be showing up sometime this coming week. So
Good.
I've got that, but I think I bought the rules on
War
War
Game
Game
War
Vault.
Vault.
Game Vault. So it said I could download something from that. So I got to go follow the link
Hmm.
for that. So I'll have
Yeah.
Yep.
whatever the new and improved stuff is. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
if you bought it originally on there, anyways, you should have gotten a notice that there was a new version. So
Hmm.
yeah,
yeah, I
but
didn't.
I prefer the old fashioned. You got the book in your hand kind of thing.
Oh, don't misunderstand. I completely agree with
Yeah.
you that there's a lot of merit to that, but it's also nice to have something searchable
Yes.
or something you can upload to Notebook LM or whatever, right?
Hmm.
Yep.
So, all right, are we ready to go?
We are. I'm just going to say
I
hi to
well,
all
I
of our
gotta.
viewers out there. Greetings and welcome,
While
fellow
you do
wargamers and
that,
history buffs. Yeah. So,
Michael, you want to go down to Game Room One here
all
and
Uh
right.
oh.
I know I'm in trouble already.
Indeed, kimchi.
All right. So, those of you that have tuned in, welcome to our. Um, this is Battles of the Age of Reason. This is Germantown. And we are doing an interesting experiment with this. We are doing an umpired game. This is a double blind game. So our friend David Plock is the umpire. And if you guys are watching things here on YouTube, I'm the American player. So you can see the American pieces, or at least where I think the American pieces are. And Michael McAlpin is playing the British, and so he's got a vassal module that's lets him know where his units are, or at least where he thinks they are. And then David, as the umpire, has a map that's got everybody on it. This particular battle, as we were explaining to a friend, um, lends itself well to this type of double blind game, in large part because um, during the actual battle, George Washington is making this early morning surprise attack on the British at Germantown, and there's heavy fog, and so he does not know where the British are, and the British don't know where he is, and so as a result, they are. We thought this would work out well. And when I say I think, you guys can see where the Americans are, or at least where I think they are. That's because there's a set of rules that every time an American stack or unit comes to one of these crossroads, you're going to, the umpire in this case, or the players, if we were playing this face to face, we'd roll a die and we'd see if the unit carries on where you wanted it to go, or if it takes a turn down the other road. And so everything that I've got here is showing where I think I am. Um, and then, of course, the reality is that I could be somewhere else. And I don't know that because I'm stumbling around in the fog as well. So I've already had an occasion where I know at least one of my units took the wrong turn. And because it bumped into some Brits. And so when I bump into the British, then they get plunked down on the map. And then I know I've got to deal with something and they've got to deal with me. Um, and so that's kind of how that a little bit of excitement is going. Um, yeah, and I think we need to take the close combat markers off of these guys. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the situation here with this game. So we are at the beginning of the 6:40 game turn, 6:40 a.m. And we got a couple of people tuning in. We've got Ray Musselman 5335 saying evening gents. So welcome, Ray. We've got Charles Go Lightly who is saying howdy all. Howdy, Charles. So in the previous turn, in the 6:20 turn, we had two um, uh, the occasion where two sets of British skirmishers that were um, part of the how would you say picket line for the British bumped into the Americans. So over here on the sort of well, if we're gonna, it's not exactly north south. The orientation of the map is, if we're kind of going off to the upper right corner, that's north. So just for the sake of convenience, we've been calling the top part of the map north, the right part of the map, um, uh, east, and the other part left and south, just to make things easy. So we've bumped into some Brits there. On this one road that the guys are coming down, and then we've got some other skirmishers that we bumped into on one of the other roads that were coming down, and so that's kind of what we've got going on right now. So we're kind of dealing with that. We had a set of batteries that when they were in proximity with this skirmish unit, they got shot. They took losses. They ended up routing. And so now we're trying to figure things out. And of course, the British are trying to figure out where we're at. They don't know yet where we're at and how many columns we have coming towards them. So this should make it fun. We've got Grim Harbinger saying, hey yo, Grim. Good to see you. Welcome to the broadcast. And if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to pop them in the chat. There's going to be moments in the broadcast where we've got things pretty quiet because the umpire is in the other room chatting with with the British player, and so then I just have to kind of vamp for an endless amount of time.
Endless. I know. We take so long.
Seemingly endless.
Seemingly endless. And my wife says that this is the perfect job for me because I can chat all day long without fail. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You are a little kind of chatty Cathy.
Exactly.
And
Thanks, MJ.
General Washington, General Washington, if you would like to come down to Game Room 1 for a moment, I will.
Oh dear.
Okay, sure. Let me hop down there. All right. All right, Mr. Umpire, what have you got for me?
Just a real quick pre-turn briefing here.
Okay.
So Green is aware of the contact you've made with the skirmishers.
Okay.
He can change any of the orders of any units or any commands in his range.
Okay.
So they are not subject to your original commands of that brought, to go down the road and deploy where they were doing right now. So anything in his range can actually receive a new command this time. If you want to change the command on anything further than his range, you can issue the order this turn and it will get to them next turn.
Okay. So basically anybody who's on that road going north, they're all within my command range. The one chap who's way down by the paper mill run, he's beyond my reach. Is that correct? Because it's basically yeah. And then
like
whoever
if you wanted to recall him, could send him an order that it would reach him next turn, and he would turn around and come back.
Okay.
But right now he will continue his initial orders of deploying at the paper mill run.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Uh,
Good. And then
uh,
over on the other side of the map.
on the other side, basically the same thing. Washington is aware of the contact with the skirmishers. He can change the orders for any command within his range.
Right.
So you can do whatever when that command becomes active. You can do whatever you want with them. Anything out of that range will continue on their original orders. For this turn, if you want to change those original orders, you can send out the change and it'll reach them next turn.
Okay, that's fine. I think that we are. So that's for the guys that are already out there towards Wing Hawking Creek, correct?
Right. They're
Yep.
almost at their
They're almost at their
deployment
destination
location.
point. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. I'll let them do their thing out there, and then I'll see what else we do. So cool. And now
That
here's
was
the last question I have. So the skirmisher that we bumped into over there, where Green's detachment bumped into them, is do I still see them? Because now I'm not adjacent to them anymore.
You are not in contact with him at this time.
Right.
So he's basically disappeared. You can do whatever you want to mark that location as having had a.
Well, I mean, the reason I ask is that the counter is still on my map.
That counter is on your map, and you can actually move it around if you think they move. If you think they're there, whatever. It's just information for you now. If that's where you had the contact, but it doesn't mean that
that's where they are
from that.
Okay. Right. Yeah, that's all I wanted to. That's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know if they were still there, or that's where I think they are based on where they were 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That's
where you think they are based on 20 minutes ago. That's where your initial contact was made, and you can do with that information whatever you want, but at this point that is not necessarily valid, true information.
Well, I mean, it should be true because that's where they were at the end of the 640 turn. Now, if I get the initiative and I move forward, they're still going to be there.
Pretty good chances you'll still find us.
Yeah. But if it's a case where the Brits get the initiative,
as soon as they get an activation,
they could then bug out before I have a chance to do something. Yeah, I understand that.
Right.
Cool. So now the question is, based on that, then I'm not going to be panicked, surprised, whatever else when I bump into these guys again, or am I? Like, remember we talked there was some sort of surprise rule. Am I no longer surprised if I bump into them again? Or, I mean, how are you dealing with that?
Yeah, I think it's still a heavy fog there. And if you, the way I would handle this, if you get an activation first and say move to that spot and they're there, no, I would not say you were surprised. You were expecting that to be there.
Okay. But if I bump into somebody else, then that's a different story. And I think that surprise thing was only if I'm moving off, sort of moving around off the roads, right?
I believe, yeah.
Okay.
I'd have to look it up here, but yeah, I'll look that up while we're figuring out and stuff. But yep.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know.
All right. Back to the lobby.
Indeed.
Sane cavalry maniacal behavior that you get.
Cavalry's pretty maniacal in Rogue Story.
Yeah, well, it's not nearly like it is in Premiere, I promise you.
No, it's one of those things. It's one.
Yes. Let's see, Grim Harbor. Let's see. We've got Achilles says, "Howdy all. I'll be trying to keep up on my phone while tossing the ball for the dog." Yes, that's good. Well, I will just try to, zoom in as much as I can so you can see what's going on it. Let's see. We've got Michael Shearer saying, "I've been waiting for this stream to return." So thank you for you being
Yeah,
patient.
sorry.
He says, "I got my copy of Battles for Quebec. Michael must feel pretty cool being mentioned in all the credits in the playbook. Congratulations. Plus, a
All
replacement leader counter is the McAlpin, General McAlpin.
Oh, and he's pretty excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I must confess, I haven't had him show up in a game I've played yet.
okay.
But
Well, I'm going to try to
just
get as many British leaders killed so that I will have a
There you
chance
go.
to get
There you
the
go.
McAlpin unit. And I'll just keep killing
No, I
them
am
until
pretty stoked.
McAlpin shows up.
My copy, I've just always assumed that my copy is going to come last because they're going to just send me one.
Right.
But I kind of figured they're going to get the paying ones first.
Yep.
So anyway, I haven't been worried about it. But yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing my name in lights. I'll get my 15 minutes of Andy Warhol promised fame.
I don't know if 15 minutes, maybe 15 seconds. So
Oh, it depends on how many times you sit and read it.
that's true. That's true. And you read it really slowly. All right. Well, are we ready to start chucking some dice?
Yes, we are. If you want to,
Here, I'm gonna go
is
ahead.
there anything you have to roll for beforehand, before the turn here?
Not that I'm aware of.
Let me look at the turn chart here.
I don't think so. It's a 640 turn,
Yep.
and we're at the top of the 640 turn, and
No fog lift roll yet.
Nope.
I need to be retrained. I don't even remember what our initiative difference is.
You have a +1.
I do.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so if each, okay, was that your roll there, Eric?
Yep.
And yes, and okay, so that moves the game turn.
Very good.
And turn down to 1, and it is a British activation.
Muy excelente.
All right, so you want to run down to, and you can tell me what you're doing, who's activating, and whatever. We'll go to game room 1, and I'll see you there.
Okay. Yep. All right.
This is pretty nuts, Eric.
Are you? You're in the American view. Okay.
I'm in the American view. I had to mute your stream so that I didn't hear you twice.
Yeah.
But this is pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Let's take a really complex system and add 3 layers of complexity on it.
Well, part of it is that we had to try to figure out how to do the umpiring thing, and so we've been kind of talking through okay, well, I bumped into this guy, but now my guy's routed away. Are they there? Can I see them? Blah blah blah. And so it's a case of kind of stumbling around in the dark. I think it's kind of a fun idea. And this is how I ended up getting wrangled into the Kriegspiel stuff, because this fella Achilles had been watching this. He watches a number of my other live streams, but he was watching this and he
plays
said,
with Jim O as well in the miniatures, right?
I think so.
I've seen him on the videos from Jim.
Yeah. And so then he invited me to join this one Kriegspiel channel. And then I had a chance to play a couple of games, and that's how then the Eric's Table team got invited to join the Kriegspiel Cup. So that's what we're up to now. So we'll see how our merry band of Hex Encounter wargamers can stand up against a bunch of experienced Kriegspielers.
I've done Kriegspiel before, and as a Hex Encounter wargamer like yourself,
right?
It is incredibly frustrating because we are used to exactness, right? We
Yes.
know exactly how many movement points we have. We know exactly what the combat adds are going to be. Kriegspiel ain't like that. You have to have a really thick skin.
Yeah.
Because things that you think should work perfectly may not, because the Empire decided that they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you really have to be patient with it and just embrace it for what it is, and don't try to make it a Hex Encounter game.
Yeah, well, that was one of the things that we laughed about first was like I sent a note saying, hey, can you send me a copy of the rules? And they're like, no, only the umpires know the rules. And we're like, what?
Exactly. No, exactly.
Yeah.
Like they can give you generalities, like you can expect in a 6-hour segment to march this far, and but
Yeah.
maybe there'll be trouble on the way, and
Yeah.
it's
Well, and
it's
plus
a different experience.
plus we're used to sort of the God's eye view, 10,000 foot
For
view,
sure, for
and
sure.
you can see everything and know everything.
Well, I mean, I think more than anything, you're used to structure.
Yes.
Right, you have like the perfect structure of how many moving factors the guy has. You know exactly how far you can go. You know this guy's not in danger because that guy's facing the wrong direction.
Yep.
It's just take all that and throw it away.
Yeah.
And just make grand maneuvers, right?
Yeah.
And just try to get more of yours there than they have up there.
Yeah.
And hope the umpire is gentle.
Yeah. Well, and we'll see. I've only played Kriegspiel twice, and one was a Napoleonic game, and then the other one was an ancient Roman game. It was just an ancient Roman battle, so it wasn't like we're covering huge territory. There's a lot of maneuver. It's just okay, march forward, and your legion goes up against the other legion, kind of stuff, and you're slashing away at each other. So there wasn't a lot of any fancy footwork there. But with this one, we'll see. And then with the Kriegspiel Cup, I don't know if they do Napoleonics or they might do something else with it different. But what I thought I'd try to do is what might be fun, and particularly if Achilles and some of the other guys are willing to entertain it, if we get knocked out of this, I would love to try to do something with some of the other YouTube channel guys that I know, like Jeff over at Hex to Hex, where maybe we do a American Civil War Kriegspiel, and it's the Eric's Table guys versus the Hex to Hex guys, but it's the American Civil War. And I mean, gosh, what are we've got the wilderness, we got there's all kinds of games that works out perfectly for, because that's really what was going on. A lot of times the Union is stumbling forward and they don't know where everybody is and what's going on. And so that could be a fun one. And so maybe we can do some stuff collaborating with and playing some Kriegspiel with some other
as the Kriegspiel.
channels. Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, you said the wilderness. I just pre-ordered, I guess, the MMP Line of Battle.
Right.
Wilderness. I love that series. Great series.
Yeah, let's see here. Grim Harbinger says, welcome to the reality of Kriegspiel and the reality of command. You never really know what's going on. And Jeff over at Hex to Hex says, did someone say Hex to Hex? Yeah, so Jeff, my channel got invited to play and join the Kriegspiel Cup. And so we're going to be starting that game. It's a Napoleonic one, and there's 8 teams that are in it. And for most of my colleagues, it's their first time ever playing it. And for me, it'll only be the 3rd time playing it. But I thought what might be fun is if we get eliminated from this, maybe doing some sort of collaboration game with you, and where we do an American Civil War, or maybe we do a Second World War or something like that, and play Kriegspiel with you and your friends. So that is one of the possibilities. But yeah, Kriegspiel, it was a lot of fun. It was really the case where in the first game, I was a subordinate. And so when the CIC said, okay, go attack those guys over there, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go attack those guys over there. Meanwhile, I'm completely clueless what's going on in the rest of the battlefield. I only see what I can see on my part of the battlefield and kind of what's going on with the combat there. And then after the game is over, then they sort of tear away the curtain, and you can then see, okay, this is what happened, this is what red team did, this is what blue team did, and then here's what the ultimate result was. It was a lot of fun to play. So yeah, Jeff, with Kriegspiel Cup, this is a case where we're up against, there's 7 other teams. I think everybody else is a Kriegspieler or has experience. So there's the guys from Little Wars TV YouTube channel, which is a phenomenal channel. If you people haven't subscribed to that, that would be the first one I would say. Subscribe to Little Wars TV.
Yeah, very good channel. Very
Oh,
good channel.
fantastic stuff. I don't play miniatures, but they do a great job presenting everything, and just I think they're doing a great job for the hobby as a whole, and getting people into sort of historical wargaming.
I just love the concept that they do, Eric, of 10, 12 guys getting together, renting a space, and having a dedicated place.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's genius.
you sell enough of your miniatures, and maybe we can get a place, right? Somewhere
We
between
do
where
have
you
some,
live
we
and
do
where I
have some
live.
mass down here in the South Bay.
Yeah, we could do that. South Bay Wargaming Club or something like that.
South LA or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that would be fun. And so there's a couple of teams from Little Wars TV. There's ones from Mark's Game Room, which is another YouTube channel that kind of focuses on miniature wargaming. And then there's a couple of Kriegspiel teams. So I think we're the only one that's kind of a Hex Encounter team that's in the mix with this group. So we'll see how we do. But in any case, we're gonna have fun. So.
You got to stream those?
So this first one is play by email. So what they're going to be doing is, we've kind of talked and planned and plotted what our general strategy is. And then what's going to happen is the umpires that are working with our team are going to say, okay, 2nd Brigade, send us your orders, for the 7 o'clock turn, where are you marching? What are you doing? And then they'll write their orders and email that. Not email, but send it via Discord to the umpire. And then they'll be able to write dispatches to their commanders that are on either side of them. So they can write a dispatch to cavalry commander that's on the right flank and their fellow who's here, and then they can send something to me as the CIC, and then I'll be sending them dispatches as well. So they can communicate with each other, but it's via dispatch. So it could very well be the case where there's a delay from when they write the dispatch to when it's received. So probably it would be the case where if you're a little further out, you're going to write the dispatch, and maybe it takes a turn or two before it shows up at Army headquarters. And so HexX says, what battle are we playing? So we're actually playing on one of the original Kriegspiel maps from the 1840s. It's a Prussian map that the Prussian, general staff put together for Kriegspiel play. I want to say it's called Meckel or something like that. And so that's the map that we're using. So it's not a historic battle. It's basically the red team and the blue team have identical strength armies. So then it's just a matter of, finding the other team and trying to get our forces in the right places and, kind of dealing with the whole fog of war stuff. So, we'll just kind of see how it is. But I think some of the other battles they might play, and I know that some of the other ones that they do, the International Kriegspiel Society, they're usually having different historical battles that they play fairly regularly. So I know that International Kriegspiel Society, their Discord channel, you could go there and you can then sign up and become a, get involved, and then you can try to join a game. And they have various historical games that they do, and then it sounds like they have, some different scenarios, that type of stuff they do, and they cover the whole gambit, from ancient stuff to World War II to Napoleonics to American Civil War, and everything in between. So it's a lot of fun, and I would encourage folks to take a look at that, and then I'll keep everybody posted as best I can with how it's going to go, but because it's YouTube, I can't put our stuff up because the other team
Right.
could take a look at it and say, oh, well, here's what they are, here's what they're
They would
doing.
never do that.
Well, this is the problem
I'm
of
not
having stuff
joking.
out there. They, could inadvertently do that.
Yeah.
And so therefore it probably won't be the case that I'll be able to share with everybody what's actually happening until after the match is over. And then the next, if we survive the first round, then we would go on to the next round, and that one's going to take place live, kind of like the ones that you can find on YouTube, where you see everybody kind of, sending dispatches and doing everything in real time.
All right, Michael, were you going to move that one and take the shot?
No.
Okay.
Stand by, please.
Standing by.
Right. So Grim Harbinger says, for example, on the 6th, there was a Kriegspiel of the Battle of Hohenlinden. Yeah, I think I remember watching that. There's a number of historical ones that you can watch in the International Kriegspiel Society's YouTube page, and they've got various ones from all different eras that you can tune in and watch. So it's kind of fun. I think that's kind of how I don't know who was it. It might have been Grim Harbinger who'd said something to us a year or more ago about it, and that prompted me to
Could have been, yep.
to watch some of their videos and stuff like that.
I'm so glad I popped in here because you've now turned me on to 2 new YouTube channels, the International Creekvale Society and Hex to Hex, that I have a million videos to watch.
Oh yeah, Hex to Hex is great. I was
Well, I
watching
looked
their
at the
live
banner
stream.
of Head to Hex. Yeah, just looking at the games in the banner picture, it's like, okay, I have like 2/3 of these games.
Yeah, so Jeff does. He doesn't focus on one specific era. So he's got a pretty good chunk
A
of
lot of
American
World War
Civil War
II,
stuff, and
yeah,
he's got some World
yeah.
War II stuff. So last night he had a
Germantown.
live stream of ASL. So I watched a little bit of that.
ASL is like crack cocaine, dude. Stay away from that. I do, because when I play ASL, I can't play anything else. So I'll go like 3 years and play ASL and play 50 scenarios, and then but I don't play any other games when I'm playing ASL.
Yeah, I haven't played. I never played ASL. I think I played Squad Leader when it first came out back 100 years ago, but never did anything more with it. Got more involved in other stuff. So with all the World War II stuff I was doing, it tended to be sort of the grand scale, World in Flames and Third Reich,
the
that kind of stuff.
operational,
Yeah.
strategic level game.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and we played a fair
It's just
amount
such
of.
a good game. It's just a really good game.
Yeah, the one that we did like that was a little bit crunchier was the Europa series.
No, for like Fortress Europa, you mean, or
No, Europa. So that was like Fall of France, Their Finest Hour, Case White. What was the other one you had? Fire in the East. So these were, yeah. If you're not familiar with the Europa series, I don't know where you
I'm
were.
not.
They
I'm not.
came. They were out in the late 70s, early 80s, probably all the way through the mid 80s. Yeah,
I'm looking at it now on Board Game Geek.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they had everything. They had North Africa. They had the invasion of Greece. They had the invasion of Yugoslavia. They
America, everything.
Yep. I think they had the invasion of France, by the Americans. So yeah, so the ones that we ended up playing, I think we had Case White. That might have been the first one I got. I got Narvik. Let's see, we had Their Finest Hour, which was a pretty good one. We had Merida Mercure, which was the Italians versus the Greeks, and then the Germans, sort of steamrolling the Yugoslavs and the Greeks. Yeah, we did. But I think the best one, the most interesting one, was Narvik, which is where it was basically the German invasion of Norway. Super fun.
What scale is it? Are they variant scale?
No, I think it's all the same scale. I I can't remember off the top of my head what the scale is, but yeah, you could put all the maps together and have a giant map going from, because I think they even have stuff with Spain, some like what happens if you invade
Spain
Spain.
and
or
Portugal,
Yep.
1984.
You can go all the way from Spain all the way to the Urals, and all the maps will connect with each other. So if you have a ballroom,
Oh wow.
you could set it up and do that.
Hmm.
Did you ever play the Europa stuff, David?
No, I did not.
Ah,
I don't even think I knew about these games back then. There's no internet, right? So it was,
No,
unless
there
you
was no
saw it in the
internet, yeah.
store, like and you saw it in the stores. But so the malls would have Avalon Hill games in them,
Yep.
yeah.
and that's what I would buy.
Yeah. The game shop that we had had a variety of stuff. So it didn't it had obviously a ton of Avalon Hill, but it also had a bunch of SPI stuff. I think the Europa stuff was Game Designers Workshop. And so there's
Okay, so GDW made this. Okay.
Yep.
GDW.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
so there was stuff there from them, and yeah, no, pretty cool. Well, what's up,
Very
David? Are we waiting for Michael? Was there something going on, or is it time to roll
I don't
the
know what
dice
happened
again?
with Michael. He said he and disappeared for a minute, so I don't know what's going on with him. What happened in the turn was that at the one spot on the eastern road there,
Right.
the skirmishers fired on your unit, no result,
Okay.
and they are still there. So
Okay. So we're still in contact there on the Abington Road.
right.
Exciting. I guess we need to
I'm-
attack them again.
I am back inside. We've got a little wildlife crisis going on in the backyard.
Oh.
Do I need to throw a die here?
Well, yeah, we're ready for the next
Yep.
turn.
Okay.
So, all right, we got that, and let's see pull up the map. Oh, we got a 09.
How exciting. What does that work out to in English?
Battle tempo. And it's your choice, Eric.
Let's move the clock back.
Sure.
We will move it back to 0.
Yep, because I got
And
more
roll
stuff
again.
to move. Yep. Now, did that move the clock?
Nope.
Okay. That would be ironic.
It has to be higher, greater than 9, right, for this one, I believe.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So,
I've
all
thrown my die. I'll be right back.
okay. So, and this is Eric. This one does move the clock, and it is you.
Okay. Exciting. So let's
Select
see
the
here.
command.
What do we want to do? Well, he's already done his thing on that side with that skirmisher. So let's go over to Mr. Nathaniel Green and see what's going on. So I've got
Just ping him over there. And
yeah. So I've got, it looks like,
there we
so this guy is, that's Muhlenberg, right? And Muhlenberg has gotten detached from the rest of his brigade because everybody else went, in theory, down the road, and he took the wrong turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
He has the 9th Virginia with him.
Right. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I will activate I'll activate Muhlenberg's command. These guys are part of it. So we're going to roll first. They're shaken and disordered, so we're going to go ahead and roll and see if we can at least undisorder them. Oh, 94, yeah. So they are
Okay. So
definitely
they are
not disordered. They're still shaken, but not disordered. All right, and we will scroll through until we get the right marker. There we go. All right, and so now we've got this infantry unit, and we're going to march them forward. So I'm just going to move.
And let's see. Okay, so they face a vertex when they're not on a road. Okay, I just want to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sure I've
So
got the
I
right.
think you had me. They'd taken Levering Lane by mistake,
Right.
and you told me, oh, then move them over here or whatever. So they are. I think I took them out of road column last turn, so that I could put them in line for some sort of action over here. So they are going to, in theory.
Are we just still talk about the shaken
Nope, 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 nope,
artillery or
nope,
the
nope.
infantry?
We're leaving the artillery where it is. We're not doing
Okay.
anything with them right now. We just got them out of out of out of that formation. So I just moved the ninth forward. So that should be one to go there, and then I'm going to have them turn. That's two.
Is that part of Molenberg?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
I
not.
thought it was,
No,
isn't
no,
he?
no. That's that whole group up there is
So Molenberg
McDougal.
is the first Virginia. These guys are First Virginia. These guys down here are First Virginia. No, he's part of First Virginia. These guys here, these are Second Virginia, right? Molenberg has ninth, this battery, and then these guys that already went down the road
Right.
ahead of him.
Yep.
Yeah. So
okay, so they are. Which guy are you moving?
I'm moving the ninth. So they moved forward one, then they turned for two, and then I don't know what that's like a little mild, gentle slope. Okay, so there's no pluses for that. Okay, so then they are going to move here, and I don't know if there's anybody there or not.
No, there is not.
Okay, so I'm just going to delete that guy so he's not causing me any confusion. Oh, except we can't. Can we delete the? We can't delete the skirmish marker. I remember that from the other game we played. Okay.
I'll just put them off to the
Yeah.
side here. If we have to use them again, put them
just
over on the other
he's
side of
over
the river.
in the creek there. Yeah. So, all right. So that's that, and then the artillery. Where are they at? For them moving up that slope. What kind of slope is that? That looks like a regular slope. So that's going to be +2. So it's going to cost them 3 to move up there. So they're going to move here. So that's 3. Do they bump into anybody?
No.
Okay. And then they're going to go 4. And then I'm going to have Green's going to stay where he is, and Muhlenberg is going to just park himself right here. What's going to happen with these guys that are further down the road?
They are going to continue their move down the road, and they will just stop when they bump into the people in front of them.
Okay, so that's what they're going to do. Okay, well, and they're out of command, but they don't know they're out of command.
Right.
Okay, all right, that's it. Let's see here. We've got a couple of things. Let's see, for Europa, it says it's the predecessor to MMP's OCS. And let's see, Grim Harbinger says, I am fighting the urge not to buy a few Marshall Enterprise Lapata games from Noble Knight Games, but as tempted as I am, throwing about $1,500 is a little extreme even for my insanity. Yes, he says those are expensive, aren't they? Like $400 new. Yeah, it says here. Yeah, it would be buying multiples. So
I'm back, gentlemen.
all right. welcome back. It's time for us to throw
Crisis
dice
averted.
again.
We had a possum in the chicken coop and a chicken missing
Oh my
because
gosh.
a stick had blocked the automatic door from closing. So we had all kinds of excitement. But the lost chicken is found. The formerly
Possum has been
jammed
extracted.
the possum has been extracted. The door is closed, and there's peace in the valley.
There we go.
Although our
I'm gonna
neighbors
guess
are
you
probably
don't live in LA.
our neighbors must wonder what the heck's going on, but no, we don't live in LA.
Lucky
Cool.
you.
All right. So, sorry. Now that I'm actually really back in the game, what's going on?
It's time for us to throw dice again to see who has the initiative or activation.
Okay. Now I threw that 6 that I threw after I threw a 0, but I didn't. But I was kind of walking out the door as I did it.
Right.
No,
that did.
It did move
It
the
was an
clock, but it was an American
activation.
activation.
Okay. Okay. And
So we're back
it did
to
that-
1.
So it must have moved it back to 1. Okay, very good. And now I'm throwing another die. Boom.
Okay. Now we have a 08 for the
So-
other.
It's
Oh,
a
0-8.
that's one for the Brits. Pick one command for
Leader.
free movement segment only. Initiative required.
Ooh. Golly, that's thrilling. I like it.
Right.
Um,
And since you are fully alerted, that means we can go down and you can let me know we'll see what happens here.
yeah,
Well, first he's got to make the initiative roll, right?
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's just do that right there. You following me?
Yeah.
Okay. And here's the die roll, and it's moot. So roll again for
Okay,
initiative.
here we go. This time with feeling.
And now we're another 05.
The other way.
All right, so this is a
Free
free
combat.
combat. Pick a command for fire or CC segment. Well, the only one we've got where we've got a known enemy is
Right.
these guys here where that skirmisher is.
Right.
So we're deployed in line.
Yep.
And we've got a leader there, so I guess we could try to roll for initiative. He's part of whose
I
force?
don't. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so I got to roll for the actual leader of the brigade. Okay, so let's roll. And he passes, so we can at least take a shot at you. And do I pick one or the other, or I do both? It looks like it's free fire combat or CC
Yes.
segment.
It's either or.
Okay, so you're skirmishers, and I think I'm just everybody is the same, right?
I would expect so. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. I don't even know what these guys are.
Well, they're times 4. Oh, excuse me. Yes, they are times 4.
Okay.
And so you can fire 8 at times 4. You have 8 that could fire, so that's 32, and we've doubled the defensive values, so it's 20. So it's 1.5 to 1 with a -10 because they're skirmishers
Okay.
you're shooting at.
All right. I'll take that. We'll roll the dice and see what excitement we get. So here's 2 dice. That's going to be a 54. I don't think that's going to be enough to do anything.
At
No.
1.5 to 1.
No.
Yeah, it's just an R result. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I had to.
Yep.
I needed to roll in the
You needed a 60.
90s.
Well, you needed to roll a 70 or better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay, well that was exciting.
All right.
Let's chuck
Another
some dice
initiative
again.
roll.
Another initiative roll.
We're gonna get through this eventually.
All right. This is a British activation, and and does not move the clock or the
British
turn.
activation. Wow, what a deal. All right. Um, I don't think we need to get too fancy here, David.
Yeah. Uh, down, let's go to the game room one for just a second. I got a question
Okay.
for you.
All right.
Time to worry.
Okay, I've only watched this for like 20 minutes. This is nothing like Lopetai.
Yeah, so it's very interesting how it works. The we each roll a die for the initiative, and whoever has, and then your commander in chief has like a modifier. And so if both commanders are the same, there's no modifier. But if one of them's a little better than the other, then there's going to be a modifier to the die roll. And then whoever wins the initiative then can activate one of their combat formations. And depending on what the die roll is, so if I roll really low and he rolls really high, it could be that he could activate an entire wing. So he might be able to activate multiple brigades if they're within command span, kind of stuff. If he
Right.
wants to activate somebody who's beyond the command span of his army leader, then he's got to roll for initiative. And then if they pass, then they can do stuff. If they fail, then there might be some limitations on what they can do. But so unlike, say, Regs 30, where you're selecting who you're going to activate, in this one, pretty much everybody has a good chance that they're going to get activated during the course of the turn. But if you go up to that little chart that's there next to the end turn marker, don't hit the end turn marker, please. But the
Yes.
turn track, right? You'll see that there's these numbers 0 through 9, and then it says at the thing end. So when we roll something, so with each of the different games, there's like an end turn number that if you exceed that, you're going to
Mhm.
push the clock down. And basically what happens is once the turn is over when one of two things happen. One, everybody's activated everything. There's no commands left to activate. Or you've pushed that marker down into the end turn track. When that happens, units that,
Oh, so when you guys are saying -1, you're bringing it down from 2 to 1.
right, when we say we're moving the clock forward, we're talking
Or
about,
backwards.
yeah, we're talking, or backwards, we're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's what we're
Okay.
moving. So
So
as
the
you
length of
see,
return is dynamic.
yes. And so if you see there towards the end of the battle, the 2 o'clock turn, the 1 o'clock turn, there's not a lot until you get to the end. And so what they're simulating with this is sort of the fatigue and the command breakdown that happens over the course of a long battle. So there towards the end, it's going to be the
Oh, I
case
see.
where
I see.
things are, you're not going to be able to get much done at all because your troops they've been marching for hours and this and that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you have no command. You don't have radios.
Yep.
And everything's broken down by this point.
Yep. So it's a very interesting
That's a clever mechanism.
yeah. I kind of like it because I've played some where you've got fatigue is measured by little chits on a track for each division or this and that, or you're marking stuff as it fires or whatever, and that gets really tedious. This is a little bit more. It kind of simulates it without getting too crunchy with it.
Too nitty gritty.
Yeah.
I like that mechanism, actually. I think it's a clever mechanism.
Yeah, oh, it very much is. Let's see, we've got Charles Go Lightly chiming in. He says, is the turn track with end turn marker part of the vassal module? Yes, it is. But so I'm going to bring it up. Let's see if I can do it. So Charles, I'm using the software that I'm using for the broadcast. Sometimes it will display things selectively. So let's see if I can bring up the end turn chart. Okay, and now let's see if I can bring it up so you guys can see it. So where are we at? I don't want that to get messed up. Let's go here to properties, And let's see if we have the end turn. There's the turn track. Okay, and then let's display it. Okay, bingo. So you guys can see this now. There's the end turn track. And so what I was just chatting about with MJ, now you guys can see it um, on the live stream. Yeah, so they
Now,
up.
are you showing the one from the game?
Yeah, I'm showing the one from the game.
Right. Now that isn't the one actually we're using, but only we are using it because it's close, but there's actually one in the new set of tables that is slightly different,
Slightly
but
different. Yeah, yeah,
it basically has the same information on it.
yeah. Yeah. So with the software that I'm using, they did an update. It used to be that anything I had on my screen it would share, but now they've got
Yeah.
it where if I want to, I can. Now I have to specify what I'm going to show. So it used to be when I bring it up the turn track, everyone would see it, and then I realized, oh, it's not showing up. So then I had to go and then select it and do this. So it becomes a case where I
More
then click
perfect.
a different thing to bring up a different source. So it's like anything else with technology. I'm always a little bit behind the curve. So
Well, and that they don't leave well enough alone.
yes. All right. We are ready to check some more dice, I think.
Yes,
Okay.
we are.
Yeah, let's
All right, take that, Brits.
Take that.
Take
Lord.
that.
It's a 09.
Oh my God. All
We
right,
have
so
had-
is another battle tempo one?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, well, let's push it back again, back to 0.
Good Lord, this turn would last forever, except we're gonna run out of commands.
Well, which is what I'm hoping for since I got more commands than you do. So
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
All right. So let's do it again.
here we go. All right, that's a little bit more sedate.
All right. That does it moves the and turn down 1, and it is British.
Okay.
All
All right.
right.
Well, we'll go ahead and do this. Actually, I think you missed that one because it looks like we got 2 of them here. Well,
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, I
No,
didn't
yeah.
realize there's one here, but there's also the one here. So, all right, let's
Okay,
just do
yep.
this. All right, bang, and the other bang. Okay. All right. Beep-dee. Okay, and okay, that was easy.
works for me. All right.
Hardly any
roll
fatality.
again.
All right, here we go.
Does not move.
Practically just giving that one away.
Yeah, does not move the clock. It's another British activation.
Okay, let's do this one then right here. And we'll go ahead and cover this off. And that is that for them. And, so easy.
Viola.
Viola.
Easy.
Yeah. All right.
Here we
Shall
go.
we roll again?
Yep.
Wow. This has got to be some kind of record.
What are we looking at? Another 0?
Another 0. Yeah.
All right.
Is it
That's
another
a
9 over?
0-5.
No, 0-5.
Free combat. Well, I can't
Oh,
activate
okay.
those guys again, or can I?
Right. Nope. Now you see the asterisk next to it? Only one of these
Only
events
one.
can be
Okay.
successfully applied to a command in a single turn.
Yeah. Because I think with Lobosits, they had something where you could do it multiple times, but maybe I was just misreading it. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I don't have anything that can attack that I'm aware of, so
Okay.
Roll
That's the,
again.
that's the
Emphasis
important
on
part.
that I'm
Being
aware
aware
of. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows?
All right. Does not move the game turn. It is a British activation.
All right. That's
Okay.
the third one, at least for the Brits.
I think
For those of
we're,
you keeping track at home.
Do the Americans ever get to move?
no,
Eventually, I mean, part of it is just my rules, and then
it's
the
really
the Brits
overrated.
have a +1 because they're. Is it who is it? Is it Cornwallis or who's
It's
your?
how.
It's Howe. So Howe has an initiative rating that's one higher than Washington. So the Brits are going to get a +1 on any initiative, so they're more likely to get the activations. That's going to be more critical later on. But they've only got right now. I think they've only got 5, detach or 5 commands on the board.
What?
So once they use those up, then the Americans will get them. Even if the Brits win the activation, if once they've activated everything, then they can give it.
Right.
And you could always, if you win the activation, you could always say, "Oh, I'll give it to the other guy." So it could
Yeah,
be the
because
sort
there
of thing
are
that.
occasions when you'd actually prefer that the other guy move. Like if he's attacking and you just want him to get closer to your guns, sure,
Right,
you
right,
move
right, right,
first.
right, right,
Yeah.
right. But you guys aren't really engaged yet.
Yeah, we're not
Right,
really engaged
right.
yet.
So
Yeah.
no real reason for it. So I'm finished.
Okay.
Yeah. Game room 1 for a sec.
Uh
me?
oh, here's more trouble.
Yep. Yeah. More trouble.
All right.
This is wild. Well, okay, why are only you rolling?
Oh, so I'm rolling for my initiative, right?
Oh, I'm only
And
seeing your roll.
and you're
because
only
in
seeing
separate
mine,
rooms.
yeah. And then
Right,
Michael
right,
is
right,
in the
right.
British view, and
Right,
so
no, I
David
see.
is in both channels. So David
Right,
can
and he's
see what
looking
I
at the
roll,
roll.
he can see what Michael
Right,
rolls, and then he
right.
can
I couldn't
figure
get my
out.
head around it. I was like, why is there only one roll happening?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Let's roll for another one.
Here we go.
Avec feeling.
Yeah,
Dude, you're terrible.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's sabotaged.
Does not move the intern marker. It is a British activation.
Yeah, I'm not surprised
Uh,
with that roll.
which I have to give over to them as I am out.
Oh, he's burned up all his activations. All right.
And for all of that, I've managed to get the end turn marker all the way down to 1.
Well, you've been very kind to me, rolling those zeros at just the right time. That I'm rolling 9s. So instead of me getting the initiative, I got to push it back a little bit. Let's see here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm still going to hang out over here, David.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff is saying bedtime. Have fun, lads. Jeff, great catching up with you. Have a pleasant week and a great Thanksgiving. All right. Yes, I'm gonna do. And so they're kind of where their things. So I'm gonna start shaking those boys out. So let's. So coming out of road is what, 1? All right, Achilles, good night.
Number of hexes, right? Minimum of 1.
Yeah.
Of contraction with a minimum.
Well, there's
of
no
1.
contraction. They're all.
I'm just saying what how the rule reads. Though.
Okay.
That is the rule, yes.
Okay. And so when they come out in March column,
That's right.
and then they have to spend points to go into a line facing whichever way they're going to go.
That's exactly.
So now I got to look at the chart for that. So let's see here, facing change arc costs for the Americans. All of their movement points plus 4 for the next 2 turns. No, they're not quite that bad. So if he's facing that way, don't know why my map keeps moving. Okay. Let's see here. So they're going to turn and face that direction. Okay, so it's one to come out of road, and then one for them to face that way. Okay. All right, so that's that guy. So there's one. So that's 2 points for him to do that. And then all this stuff with these slopes and everything else. Good Lord. All right.
All right. Well, he's in road column right now.
He was in road column.
Okay.
Then he went into march column.
Column.
And then he went
So-
into line.
All right. So he's gone all the way to line there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So then he's going to move there. And that should be all of his movement points.
Yeah. What was his column into line for that one direction?
So it cost him 1.
1. Okay.
Yeah, to face that way.
All right.
Yeah. All right. And then this guy's going to do the same thing. And let me just check his thing. Ugh. So I'm trying to figure out how this. So I should probably roll for this chap to see if he can put himself in under command, right? Oh yeah, he is. Okay, because he's beyond his immediate superior. Okay. All right.
I don't think that last one you can go that far. I think that is it because that's a medium slope you went.
Right. It's just a regular slope, right?
Well, the
Regular,
regular
slope
slopes
also
are these guys.
at least one.
Where are you at?
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, I'm doing that on the wrong map.
Well, thanks. Now you've told them where I'm at.
No,
No.
I did it on mine. That
Oh,
neither of you can see.
yeah.
No, let me figure out. Wait a second. Which
Yeah. So I thought
there's
this
3 slopes.
was. Yeah. I mean, these ones here are severe, right? And I thought these ones here, this is gentle, or yeah, these are gentle, right? And then this one here is medium.
No,
And so it just says it's a +1 to go down.
these are gentle. These are medium.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Yeah. So it was
So you
+1
went
to go
down-
down.
All right. So you add 1.
So it was 1 to
Turn.
go out of column,
2.
1, and then 1 to
Turn.
turn, and then 3, 4.
No, you went into line 3.
No.
And then
So
4, 5.
so is it 1 to come out of road column into march column,
Right.
Yes.
and then 1 to change my facing that particular direction? So that's 2 points that I've spent.
Right.
And then going down that slope is 3, 4.
Oh, are you still okay? So you're still in column then. All right.
No. I'm in line.
No. He said he spent 1, presumably because he's turning to the right.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
only cost me 1 to go from march column in that direction to line in that direction.
Right.
Okay, so that's
So I spent 2 movement points.
But in which direction? Okay.
the direction
Right,
he's
so you-
facing.
Right
Yeah.
now.
So that's where he
right now,
was.
there-
Yeah.
Right.
And
So
so then to
comes out
face towards
to
that
the road
vertex,
to
it only
march.
costs 1.
Okay. So he's not changing facing while.
No.
Wow,
He's no.
Okay. That's where I'm getting. All right. So that's 2.
Yeah.
You're at 2.
Yeah. And then he
3,
just
4.
goes here, 3, 4. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I don't know why he would need to change facing. I mean, by him changing.
You did do that, but I mean when you were counting it off initially, that's why.
Oh no! I didn't mean I was
because
changing
that was
facing. I was
extra one.
changing formation.
changing formation.
When I
which
change
inevitably
formation,
requires
I
changing
pick
face.
which way I'm facing, right?
Yes.
So
Well,
depending on which way I'm
yeah.
facing, which way I'm facing line is.
Yep, gotcha.
Yeah. So
All right. So
Okay.
continue.
Yep.
All right.
So now this chap, he's going to do the same thing. So that's 1 to come out of whatever he's in, right? to go into March column. Okay.
Yep.
And then he's going to go here. Whoops. Oh my gosh, it slipped. Then he's going to go here. So then he's still in March column. So that's going to cost him 2 to go there, right? So now you spent 2 movement points. So 1 to come out and 1 to move
No,
there.
3.
No. Because March column, it only costs 1 to move in the clear, right? And then going down that slope, it costs half to move in the clear, right? And half to go down that slope. So 1 to come out.
Yeah, I don't have them. I don't have the.
Oh, I've got it handy. So 1 to come out, 1 to move there, and then he'll spend 2 movement points to go into line facing that way.
Okay.
Okay, cool. It's starting to make sense of some sorts. Okay.
Yep.
This guy, he's going to go into March column. Then he's going to change into line facing that way. So he spent 2 movement points. And then that's 3 movement points, I think. What's the little speckled stuff? Nothing.
That's the gentle slope. I don't think that's a plus to anything. But again, I don't have that chart up. So
Gentle
I
slope.
should get the
Yeah,
movement.
there's no cost for going down a gentle slope.
That's right.
Yep, so that's 3, and then there's 4. And he's there. Voila. All right, and then the guns are going to go 1, 2, and no, they're on the road. So that's 1, and they will stay there. And they'll come out of road, and they'll be in March column that way. And then I'm going to put my leader here and flip him over. Voila. All right. That takes care of those guys.
Marvelous.
Indeed. Okay. Time to chuck some dice. Ah. If MJ is still watching this, I'm sure he's groaning.
I'm used to it by now, dude.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
I
could
think
be
your
worse.
average die roll's been about a 3.2.
Yeah. I think that's
Does
pretty
not
good.
move the end turn marker. It's a British activation.
Which means it's an American activation.
Okay. So let's go ahead and we're over here, David.
Yep.
Okay. So this chap, who is this guy? All right. There we go. Here we go. So we're going to activate him. It looks like those guys, they might be in, I think they're in, I don't know if I put them in line or what happened last turn. I think these guys are still in road. I know those guys are, right?
They're still in road.
Okay. So we're going to go 1 and they would be facing this way because they faced the rear towards what they were at, right? Yeah. And then they're going to come out of March column, so that's going to be 2 movement points. And then 3, 4 will get them facing that way. All right, and then these guys are going to come up here, and so that's 1 to get them there. want to do something exciting with them. Hard to say. Now we'll keep them there in road. We'll move these guys up. And yeah. All right, now we'll take these guys out we'll put them in March, and then we will turn them. So that was 1, 2, and then they'll be in line facing that way. Okay, all right, and then I'll flip that commander over. I think I need to do that with the other guy. No, I did. Okay, cool. That's it for me.
Very good. You'll never guess what I rolled.
Another 0.
Uh-huh.
Hey, guess what? I rolled a 0 too.
So Eric, in this hex here, you can leave one guy in line and one guy in column?
No, they're both in the same formation. The unit that's underneath it is a leader. Oh, no, you're right. They should both be in the same thing.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me, Levitas style.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I thought that was the leader that was offset. Okay, so it's a double 0. Make an army morale check for each army, a natural 0. So I don't think we've had any losses, right?
I don't think we have, so I think we're going to just keep rolling.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if we get another 0.
I did.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, I rolled a 4, so what is that? That's going to be free combat. Once again, we don't have anybody that we can use that with. So
Okay,
here we
roll
go.
again.
Is 0 10 or is 0 0?
A 0 is a 0. So what happens is, in this game, anytime you roll a 0, it's a special result. So there's a whole separate set of charts. That's the special results chart. So for initiative, there's special results that happen. And if so say, for example, in this case, the British rolled a 0 and the Americans rolled a 4. So we would go and look on the American column, what's a 4? In this particular case, it's free combat. So I could do free combat, fire combat, assault combat, something like that.
Except you already have.
Except I already have with the only guy that's got anybody you can do anything with. And
But
then,
if you were engaged along the line, you could just pick someone to shoot.
oh, yep. And I'd have to make an initiative roll for that leader, and he would then get a free shot. And if he hadn't been activated before, then when his activation comes along, then he could do whatever as well. Or if he'd already been activated, then I could, and he moved up, then he'd have a chance to get a free shot again.
Interesting.
But once you're activated once, that's it. You don't get to pick the guys a second time. Okay. What did we
Because
get
in this
time?
game, sometimes units don't get activated. You can take that job.
No. What happens is, so for example, over on that other side of the map where I did get that free shot, I took my shot, and that whole brigade hasn't activated yet. So when their activation comes up, then they'll be able to shoot again, and they'll be able to do combat or whatever.
Again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
But you can only have, most of these special events can only be applied once to a command.
Yeah.
So you couldn't
I
get
see.
3 shots. You couldn't get 4 shots.
So as the battle gets deeper and deeper and you get less and less activations as the turn thing grows smaller, these things become more valuable.
Yes.
well, they certainly could be. Yeah.
Interesting. This is an interesting mechanic. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. This is how people learn. All right. I rolled a 5. What's up, Dave?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, it's an American.
All right. We didn't move. We do not move the end turn. It's an American activation.
All right. So we're going to keep messing around over here. So go ahead and bring these chaps along the line. And I think that's the only ones that are 3V. Who are those guys with? Yep, okay. I think, yeah, those other guys are somebody else. Okay, cool.
All right, 1 second. I gotta get caught up on something here. Right, and you are moving.
In theory. All right, I got a bit of an echo on my mic.
Do you?
That is what Achilles is saying on the
You sound
live
real
stream.
clear to me.
I can't say that I've heard it.
Well, he's not in Discord. He's saying that he's hearing it on
Oh.
YouTube.
I see.
So part of the challenge I have is I've got the mic here in front of me, and there's times I turn my head. But I don't know
What's up
why
with
my...
I just checked the stream. You do have a bit of a scratchy.
It's scratchy. But is it an echoey thing or something else?
It's I would say scratchy kind of. It's like yeah, it's cutting out. It's not nearly as clear as Discord.
Okay, well that's exciting. I don't know
Not
what the
really.
heck to do. Yeah.
I would say at this point you should move your MU or whatever. Carry on because you're not going to solve this.
Oh yeah, Grim
Yeah.
is saying it's Echo Central here on YouTube. Is it just me, guys? So Grim, is it just me or is it everybody? It's scratchy and echoing. God damn it.
Test. Is that echoey too?
We're waiting for them to reply. There's like a delay from...
Am I echoey?
Don't make it more problematic.
Oh, how many people have tried to tell me that?
Famous last words.
Yeah, never works.
All right, I'm still waiting to hear. Okay, it's just me. Fiddlesticks. All right.
That's weird.
Blast. Yeah.
Should I send the possum to come fix it?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna turn down the volume a little bit on my channel and see if that has it. I had it cranked up pretty high, so that might have been something. I don't know. You guys tell me if it's any better or not. Yeah. No, this is unless there's something going wrong with my mic, which I would be very sad. It's a very nice mic.
I mean, you sound fine in Discord.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to believe it could be your mic if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got to be. I've got a bunch of software running, so maybe there's something that's
Right.
happening as it makes its way to. But I don't know why it would. It's not having the same impact with you guys.
Well, now, something like that could happen if you were feeding the Discord in and you're feeding into the software directly.
Yeah, it's going through. No, it's not a push to mic. It's an open mic, Grim. So don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. I'll try to diagnose it or look something up. I'll just try not to talk. That'll solve the problem.
Yeah, that'll be easy.
Yeah.
Oh no,
That
you're
means
our
you
vamper.
guys-
Well, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't
We're not
have
gonna
any
be
speakers.
speaking
I've
room
got
one very
it
often.
plugged into my ears, so there shouldn't be anything from the speakers. So, all right, good. I guess we need to roll the dice again.
Yeah.
Okay, I just made my die roll.
7 here.
And yes, now we move the end turn marker, and it's the British.
All the way to 2 now?
All the way to 2.
Yeah.
but it's-
Wow. All right, Americans.
Okay, we're going to finish things up over here on this side of the universe. Get these chaps kind of chugging along. And that's that with those boys. Okay,
Okay, roll again.
here we go. Hey, it's Wardrobe.
Hey,
Thanks for dropping by last night. Sorry your spud isn't working well. Yes. It's a sure microphone. So, oh well.
So that does not move the intern. It is a British activation.
Over to the
Which
Americans.
goes to the Americans.
Over to the pesky Americans. Okay.
Over to the pesky Americans.
Rapscallious rebels.
Yes. The rebels indeed. Okay, we are going to we're going to activate this guy here.
Okay.
And we are going to we're going to do our fire combat first. So we should have that 1.5 to 1 shot with a minus
Against
10.
the skirmishers?
Yep, against your skirmishers again. So here we go. Oh, that's the big number we were looking for. So that's going to be...
It was a 98.
Yep, so that's going to be a
Whoa!
hit and a morale check, just for good measure.
So 88 is going to be 1 hit. And a morale check. Okay. First blood. Well, not really first blood. I guess I whacked your...
You did. You whacked that artillery pretty badly. So that was
Well, as
definitely
far as these
bloody.
guys know, it's first blood.
That's
How about
true.
that?
That's true.
So, I don't have any idea what's going on.
So I presume they passed their check?
Yeah, he passed
Dude.
Irma out there.
Okay.
They did.
All right.
Come on, Her Majesty's Light Infantry. Come on.
Yeah, well, we can hope. We can always hope.
Oh yeah, that's why we roll.
All right. So then this chap is going to change his facing there. Yep. And he's going to move right there.
Joke.
Okay. And that is... Oh, and then these guys are going to go 1, 2, and they're going to park right there like that. So let me turn them so they're facing the right way. And that then I'll just have the leader. I could have the leader over here so he's out of the way, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay. Okay.
Okay, let me get some.
When you flip that guy over to the American flag side, does that let you know that he's moved?
Yep.
Yeah.
So when we flip him over,
Okay,
that
I
lets
was
us
wondering
know.
about that. So he can't move again.
Right.
No, well, he could. There's a special result in the initiative roll that allows a second movement. So now he couldn't because he already did something as part of a special result. So he got that free fire combat. So he couldn't. So if I rolled something where it was a special, is there a special movement phase or something?
Yep. Yeah, there's leader initiative, which is free movement
Yeah.
segment.
So he wouldn't be able to do that, but somebody else could.
Okay.
Right.
I was just wondering. I see some of these things like look like flags. Some of them look like counters. Normal leader counters.
Yeah. So the leaders, they look the same as a Labatai leader, except they've got the number that's on them on the left-hand side is their command range.
You mean the 6th?
No. So on the ones that haven't been flipped over, right? So if you look,
I see.
yeah. They've got like a little, and they've got a number that's in parentheses. That's their command range.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Ready to chuck some more dice.
All right. Okay, so your map is changing here.
Yeah,
Oops.
I was waiting for that.
That and all right, that should bring you up to date. Okay,
Okay, looks good.
let's get a roll. That and that moves the game turn. What are we on now? That's
Or it should be on 3. Yep.
All right, and that is a tie. So roll again.
Okay. Take that, you Brits.
That is moves the end turn down to 4, and it is an American activation.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to do something with these guys here. And they are within the command span of their leader, I believe, their wing leader. Yes, they are. So they are going to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Quick question: the red X's and the blue X's on the map. What are they?
They are for the purposes of the this double-blind game that we were playing. They represent the
Preordained path.
yeah, and and actually I'm going to move this guy here, this leader, so that he doesn't need to be there. Let's see, where does he need to be? Well, it's not going to matter where he goes, is it? I guess if he goes here, 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite there. Okay, yeah, we'll move them there. I had put them there as a designation for where my troops, the orders for where they were marching. So it was just for the sake of like when stuff gets disorientated or gets loses its sight of where its commander is or whatever else, it would still be marching there, even though its commander may have gone off somewhere else or whatever. So that's the sort of thing that the umpire. So it's to let the umpire know, hey, these are what my orders were. Move these formations here, and then start to deploy or whatever.
This is only relevant in this game. It's not
yes,
relevant
yeah.
for
But
normal game.
in a lot of the games, they use these tile hexes. So if you've ever done tile work, they use these little T's or these little X's to space out the tiles before you put the grout in. So they're basically called tile markers or tile hexes.
Tile spacers.
Tile spacers, that's it, yeah. And so a lot of times people will use them. In reality, they'll use it when they're playing. They'll put a little plastic piece down to let you know, hey, this guy's done this or that or whatever. So the guy who made the vassal module included them, so then we could mark stuff on the map, or we could use this as if we had tile spacers.
They're really nice for marking things like victory point hexes, because even if there's a unit there, it doesn't actually obscure the unit, not really. And so they're very nice for kind of auxiliary sorts of marking of various sorts.
Okay. Okay. I was just wondering. 'Cause I see some red ones. I see some blue ones. But I didn't know what they meant.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm making a slight adjustment here.
A slight adjustment. Did I move it too far or something?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
He took a wrong turn and he decided he's going to follow that other unit.
Oh,
But you're
okay.
right there, and I'm gonna, this is one you are aware of because you're in the
Right.
middle of them.
Yeah.
So
Okay. That's not the biggest. It's not the worst thing that could happen.
Oh, Kriegspiel element.
Yes. Yeah. So what's happening is the umpire is rolling the dice. So, oh, we got a very nice comment here from Wardrobe. He says, your live plays, an inspiration to our live plays of ASL, GBACW, and Blind Swords, etc. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad that you guys enjoy it. I'm glad that I'm inspiring somebody. So, yeah. And of course, I have to give all the credit to my friends who play on Vassal with me, because it would be really boring if it was just me.
Yeah, you think you have a hard time vamping now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, all right. Well, that takes care of that particular one. Are we ready to roll some more dice?
we are ready.
Okay, here we go.
Right. That one is a tie, and it moves the end turn. Roll again.
All right. This is what Michael's been praying for. All of
Yeah.
these ties that move the end turn marker.
Too little, too late, I'm sure.
How many more new units you have to go?
So I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got probably about 4 or 5, at least.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
and
not
every
gonna be
tie
hard.
advances the track.
Yeah, so every time
Well,
it advances the track,
Only a
then,
tie that was high enough.
yeah,
You have to exceed the end turn number with the sum of whatever you roll.
yeah,
A tie is great though, because it means there's no activation and we have to keep rolling.
yeah.
This one moved the end turn marker. It's a British activation, which goes to the American.
All right, so where are we at? We're on the 6th chart now?
We are on the 6th, yes.
Okay, I'm going to pop that up on the screen for all of our friends watching at home. So that's where we're at with that particular chart. Make that disappear. Voila. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to head down to this part of the universe and work on these guys getting themselves sorted out in some sane way. Do you see where I'm at, David? Cool. So let's go here for 1. And then 2 to change. Oh, yeah. So then they'll spend another movement point to come out of road column to go into march column. And then. Oh, actually, let me roll for the leader first. He's out of range. Oh, he might not. So probably. Yeah, so no rapid marches for these guys. Okay.
I don't think you can rapid march in the fog anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I definitely am not going to be rapid marching now.
Okay, all right.
Let's see.
That'll show you.
All right, so that's 2 to get there, and then to come out of. And then to go into line, facing that way. That is another 2 points. So that's all the more that chap can do. And all right, these next guys, they're going to come up. That's going to be 1 to get there, 2 to come out of, 2 points to come into march column, and then gosh, costs so much for them to turn. These Americans. Where is our
Von Steuben.
Point Steuben? We need him now.
Well, it's not the turn. It's just
It's changing
turn
from line
into
into
line.
yeah.
Or column into line, right?
Yeah, but I'm looking at the British cost is like 1 or 2 kind of stuff, while the Americans it's it's 2 or 3 to do the same thing. So
Well, and remember, you do have a higher cost to just change facing. Not changing formation, but just changing facing
oh,
costs
do
you
I?
2, not 1. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Where's that on the chart, or is that in the special rules somewhere?
No, it's on the chart. I'm just let me find it.
Okay, so
It is the R formation, fire arc, ZOC, and facing change cost diagrams. And well down at the bottom, there's the single hex facing change costs. And you'll notice that there's a special for
American infantry.
and then French infantry from the
okay. So it's on. I haven't even looked at that chart yet.
yeah.
So anytime I turn 60 degrees, it's going to cost me 2. What is the little thing where it says 3?
Well, if you moved 2 hex points, it would cost you 3 instead of 2.
Ah, okay. So if I turn 3, okay.
Yeah. So you could almost think about it being really that it's costing you 1.5 for each
Right.
hex point, but it rounds up.
Okay, cool. I can handle that, I think. All right, so that guy's going to come up there and what does artillery count towards? Is it still 2 for every 1 point?
I'm sorry, for what purpose?
For the purpose of stacking with infantry. So if I have artillery that wants to stack with infantry, what's our?
I think it's.
Is this still 2 to 1?
Checking. That's the wrong stack. I need to look under movement or something.
I would say it's 2 to 1 based on looking at the capacity for each terrain type.
Yeah.
Because it's like open terrain is 32 infantry or 16 artillery.
Yeah, I remember running into some problem and kind of going round and round with Matthew about this. I'm struggling to find it. Where is it? Artillery. Come on, where does it?
Yeah, I should be able to move there and just then come out of road. So it costs me 1.5 to get there, and then it'll cost me 2 points to go into march column with the artillery.
Okay, here we go. It's 10.4G in the standard rules. That's page 16 in the 3.3 version that I'm looking at.
It's 18 in the 3.4 version.
Okay, all right. Each artillery strength point, limbered or unlimbered, is equal to 4 strength points in the following circumstances when stacked with infantry for determining stacking limits, for target size modifiers, and for road column determination. So it's weird because basically what it means is if you mix infantry and artillery in the same hex, it's less efficient than if you had a hex that was purely infantry or purely artillery from a maximum stacking perspective. And Matthew was not able to give me an answer that I was satisfied by. But
Right, but I thought with the American War of Independence, the artillery was it was only half of that because
oh no, everything was scaled though, so it didn't change anything from that perspective. It's representing fewer guns, just like the infantry strength points are representing fewer people.
okay,
So the ratio between them remains the same, and you're still limited by whatever the terrain effects chart allows, which is a shitload, if you'll pardon my French.
so have we been doing the stacking correct, Dave? So you're saying that each increment is worth 8, or
No.
each increment is worth 4?
No,
Each is
increment
worth 4.
4. So if you're in a clear hex in line,
Right.
and you've got an 8 strength infantry unit, that's consuming 8 of the available 32 positions. And if you've got 4 guns in there, that's consuming 16 more. So now you've used 24 of the total stacking capacity of a hex that allows 32.
Right.
So you're still not even close.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, that's fine. That those guys have done their little excitement.
God, I haven't played this in weeks and I'm getting rusty. This is terrible.
Well, that's all right.
We stop traveling so much, Hey.
There we go. All right, let's roll again. See if we can't get through this turn here without too much death and destruction.
I need to figure out where. Okay, so that's what you did with them. All right.
Yep.
Okay, roll again.
All right, here we go.
I did.
All right. That does not move the end turn. It is a British activation, which goes to the Americans.
All right, we're up here in this part of the world. Oh, here I'm being told, yes, Eric sounds like the robot from Forbidden Planet, but the sound is intelligible. All right, I did not see the Forbidden Planet, so.
So what I'd really like for you to say now is, "We mean you no harm. We mean you no harm."
I thought I would say danger, danger, Will Robinson.
You
That's
could do that, and that would
that's-
also be appropriate.
yeah, that
totally.
would be. All right, we're over here. We're going to activate these guys here. They're going to go chugging along. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. And they're going to have to stop there when they get there. And everybody else just kind of goes along for the ride. Okay. Next.
Alrighty, bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
1 second. Okay. Okay, this one moves the end turn marker to 7, and it's a tie.
Excellent. My cunning plan is coming together.
Oh no, again? All right, so we're up to
That's one.
7 now. Okay,
Yep, roll another.
here we go.
All right, this one is does not move the end turn marker, and it's a British one, which goes to the Americans.
Okay, we'll go ahead and activate these guys here. So let's go ahead and have them shuffle along. 1, 2, 3.5 gets them there. 1, 2, 3.5 gets them there. And the same thing. Of course, I'm presuming that they're there, which is always which is always dangerous, a dangerous presumption. Let's see here. Achilles has informed me that Forbidden Planet is a classic with Anne Francis. It's the sci-fi version of Shakespeare's The Tempest. Okay, that sounds pretty deep.
Yeah.
It is.
Is it sounding any better, guys? I went in and I made a modification to the mic. So maybe, hopefully, maybe it'll be better. Can only hope.
Okay. Roll.
Here we go.
And we have that moves the end turn marker to 8.
Okay.
And it is another British activation. Boy, those Brits have been active. Goes to the Americans.
All
Probably
right.
something in our G.
Probably, indeed. All right, we're going to activate these chaps here. And let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, and 4 gets them there. 1, 2, 3, and 4 gets them there, in theory. And that's that. And let's go ahead and flip these boys over. Philippe. And Philippe.
And another roll.
Okay, here
Is
we
Philippe
go.
one of your French advisors?
Yes, he is. We've got the French on our side. Uh-oh, no improvement on the mic. Fiddlesticks. All right, I rolled 0 for what it's worth.
All right. well,
9.
let's move the intern to 9.
Curse
All right.
you, Red Baron.
And again.
Roll another 0 just for good measure.
It's a 0-8 this time.
So that's a leader initiative movement segment. So yeah, sure. I mean, I'll do that. Right there. Oh, it actually works this time. Isn't that weird? Let's see. What does it cost? Nothing? That's weird. I would never have guessed that.
What does what cost?
That right there.
Oh,
It's just artistic, apparently, not
okay.
actually enough to interfere with movement. Isn't that weird? All right. And then that would be 1, 2, 3, and that would be 4. I'll go ahead and roll for the disorder which he passed. So that was that. Good times for sure.
The other one doesn't?
No. You see how they're nicely aligned now?
Ah, never mind. Okay. He
Why
was
would
in
I-
command. He was in command, but I was curious. All right.
Yeah, he was in
Okay.
command, but what it
I
didn't
get
make
it.
any sense to me.
I get it. All right. Roll, gentlemen.
All right.
Roll high.
That moves the end turn marker.
All right.
All right. So that means we're in limited activations only, but remember, you still do everything in a limited activation. The only exception is that you can only move on a road if you're in road column, but you still do all the rest of the steps of the activation.
Okay, that's fine.
And in practice, at this point in the game, it probably doesn't really mean anything because you're probably mostly still on road anyway, aren't you?
Correct. So David, here's what, right? This chap here, it would be coming on as a reinforcement. So the presumption is he's in road column off map, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. So we're going to go ahead and drag his sorry butt on. So 1, 2, 3, 4 gets him there. This guy's there. This guy's there.
Look,
And
your
there
butt's
like
sorry
that.
now. Just wait till King's George gets to you.
Oh my gosh. It's already, I'm sure it's going to shape up to be a disaster. I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent.
And I actually think that the this whole not knowing where things are is a real hoot. It's definitely
I think it's
yeah.
it's a screaming riot.
Yeah.
To feel just like the commanders of the era who are like, well, I told him to be there at 8 o'clock. Where's Jackson? Where's Jackson?
Yeah.
If Lee had a nickel for every time he had to ask that.
Cool. All right.
All right, and this guy here.
Well, let's see.
I mean, we do keep rolling for activations. I don't know how many commands you still have left.
I've only got one left.
Okay.
Let's
Who's
see. Another chap who's off map still.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Okay.
oh yeah, that guy.
Oh.
Yeah. That's my secret surprise. That's the one that drops in on via paratroops or a hot air balloon.
In the fall. Let me
Exactly.
know how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and bring him down to here. You see where he's at?
Yep.
Okay. So he's still on the road, but I kind of have him off to the side just for
You're
the
right.
sake of
Just so,
yeah, he doesn't
for
get
sake of,
caught up in everything else. Yeah. Okay. And that takes care of that. And those other guys aren't going to come on the map yet.
and we have one more roll, or at least one more roll here.
Okay.
We do?
Yep.
Okay.
What for?
You have a command that can potentially activate.
Oh, I just
Or,
did that one.
No, you got.
Yeah. Yeah, this one over here was the last one. And so I moved Washington, and that was the guy that I would have activated for the last one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought this other guy was the last one.
No.
It was the one that got just.
No, he was the one who went just
Got
the
it.
one before. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. We're at the end of. We're at the end turn. We're at the end
All
of
right. Well, then why
activation.
don't we just treat those as the rally rolls? I mean, I've got
Right,
my die
so
roll up
It
there.
was 0. It was yeah. Eric had a 0. You had a 5.
Okay.
So
Okay. I don't have anybody who needs to rally, of course, but
I
I
do.
think he does. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
I was
that artillery unit that had routed last turn. It's shaken, so let's go ahead and see if it's. Oh yeah, it's happy. It's half dead, but it's still happy
Yeah, well,
with a roll like that.
let's see if we can finish the job.
You're welcome to try.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, this is
Good
a battle after all.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're meant to be
all right.
shooting at each other.
Mm. Okay. So is there anything else we need to do, or is that the end of the hour?
I think that is the end of the hour. So we are going to go now to 7 o'clock.
Notice the end turn actually
Decreased
short-
one. Yeah.
shortens a little bit, even as early as we are in the battle. It's already shortening.
Right.
All right. Are we ready for our end turn button?
Yeah.
Sure.
And the movement marker. Okay.
So end turn and move. Okay. I got my stuff all caught up. So,
Yeah, looks good. All right. So then,
All right, so I'm gonna save a copy of each one of your guys' maps.
save yours. Let's see. Grim Harbinger says, and here comes the charge of the horse guards. All right.
Uh-oh.
At some point, does somebody have cavalry? Does anybody have
I've
cavalry
got-
at this battle?
I've got 1 unit. Is that right? I got 1 unit of dragoons.
Oh yeah, the 17th Dragoons.
Yeah, I
What
think
do the
that's
Americans
it.
have?
I
The
think
Americans have two.
What?
Yeah, two Dragoons.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know when they show up. Probably just in time for all of the activations to be over.
Who needs a grand battery when you can just have big cavalry charges instead?
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Well, that's
Okay.
good stuff, gentlemen.
This was fun.
Thank you all. And I don't know of any reason why I couldn't meet again on Saturday or Sunday rather.
Yeah, I think I'm available definitely this coming week. That's going to be the 30th. Let's see. And then the week after that's going to be the 7th. And I should be able to make it on the 7th. I've got an activity earlier in the day. Is this time work for you guys? 7 p.m. Pacific time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am not going to be able to make the 7th. I will be flying back that evening from Florida.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, maybe we can do another tutorial, Michael.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not doing
So
next week?
Yeah, we can.
No, we are doing next week.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we're
I'm good for the
doing
30th.
We're doing the 30th. Yep. Okay, I'm
Right.
good.
But just not the
I'm good
7th.
for the 30th. Right. The 7th, just not the 7th. Yep. I'm going back to Florida from between the 4th and the 7th.
Okay.
Flying on the 4th and coming back on the 7th that evening. Unfortunately, it's an evening flight. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that should be fun.
Alright.
Are you at you're not at Dresden. What Labatai games are you playing, if anything, right now, David?
The Mont Saint Jean with Brennan and
And Alex?
Alex and 7 o'clock. We don't start till 10. I may be able to make the 7th. I probably will, unless flights are delayed, and I'll let you know. Because I get into Asheville at 6:49, and hour and a half I'll be here. So 7:49, 8 something. So yeah, I should be here by 10. Yeah.
Yep. So Charles is asking next session. So next Sunday, the 30th of November, will be our next get together, guys. 7 o'clock Pacific time. And until then, everyone have a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for tuning in. If you're interested in watching more, we've got Labatai to Dresden going on Monday nights. And so we'll have a broadcast, hopefully, going on tomorrow night with that. And until then, everybody be well.